Hi, big babies. Hello, big babies. How's everybody doing? Oh, there's Big Mama coming. Here comes Big Mama. Hey friends, Jennifer here with Moreau Family Farm. Thank you guys so much for stopping by the channel today. I know it's been a while since I've posted a video. As you guys know, if you recall from the last video, I took on a job. So I now work as a teller at a bank, and it is definitely something new. I have not been a teller before. I've been many things, but a teller is not one of them. And you know, it's a lot more stressful than what you would think. The computer system is it's a very interesting thing to try to get used to. But yeah, and then in the beginning of the year, we're getting a new system. So I have to learn a whole new computer system all over again. But with that being said, most days I get out at like 5:30, Fridays at 6:30. I am home on the weekends. However, you know, to be quite honest with you, I've been needing to give my brain just a break just to relax from all the stress of learning all these new things with banking and, you know, fraud and all these different things, different ways people want to cash their checks, deposit their checks, just whatever. There's just a lot. Nobody realizes how much really goes into banking until you're actually in banking, and then you realize, wow, this is a lot harder than you thought. So it's just been a lot, like I said, and I've just been needing some time to wind down a little bit, but I'm starting to get better at my job, although it's still a little stressful because I am by no means perfect. I make lots of mistakes. Usually I can fix them, but mistakes are made and they have to be fixed, and you know, that's stressful. So anyways, I thought I'd take you guys outside and let you take a look at the goats and the animals and give you just an update on how everybody is doing. If you can see, Ruby is looking large and in charge. She looks like she's holding on to a few babies in there. Still waiting for this one to have a baby. Today is November 3rd, I believe. No babies yet. The littles here, I'm not sure if they're pregnant or not, to be honest with you. They look a little bit larger, so it's a possibility that they are pregnant. Piper is definitely pregnant. I have to say that Hazel's definitely pregnant also, because she's been just really happy to see Peter all the time, and they've made a really nice love connection for sure. So I think we're probably at the time where we can go ahead and get Peter out. He's been in here for, look, he just loves his girls. He's been in here for probably over 2 months now. So been in here definitely long enough, and if the girls aren't pregnant, then they're probably not going to get pregnant by him, and that's just the way it goes. So I think it's safe to say that we can put him back in with the goats over on that side over there. He can go back in with the boys. I think I would still like to leave Abby in here, just because if she is gonna have a baby, I'd rather have her baby in here where it's safe and there's no other dogs or anything like that that are in there that can hurt her or the baby or anything like that. So I definitely, like I said, I want to leave Abby in there. But yeah, everybody's doing really well. As you saw with the peahen, she only has 2 pea chicks. One of the pea chicks, we actually found it dead. It didn't have any bite marks or anything like that on it that we could see. So we honestly don't know exactly what happened to the pea chick that killed it. It must have just gotten sick or something. I really don't know, but I am like, it's been really, really hard to keep these pea chicks alive. If you guys remember, we actually had 3 pea chicks that we incubated ourselves, and they lasted for a few months. They were alive, they were doing well, and then just, you know, all of a sudden, one after another, they just started dying off until all 3 actually, they didn't make it. None of the ones that we incubated made it at all. So that was kind of sad. We tried to incubate some of the Peking duck eggs. None of them made it. We don't know why. There was, hold on, I'm going to turn you guys around really quick and I'll get back to that in just a second. So these pea chicks are now a couple months old and they're doing really well. And even the 3rd one, when it was walking around and stuff, it looked absolutely fine. It didn't look like it was sick at all. And then just one day we looked at it and we found it gone. No, like I said, no bite marks, no blood, nothing. Nothing at all. So not quite sure what happened to it. So our Peking duck hen, I don't know how you would say that. I believe they're just called hens, just like chickens. She started laying eggs, and she was actually on a very large nest, but that nest did not survive. We don't know what happened. We have a guess of what might have happened. And I'm not sure if I did a video to let you guys know, but Antonio and Zion went for a ride one day. I think they were dropping off the garbage or something like that. And this is probably about maybe a month and a half ago. And they found this, what looked to be like a puppy that was super, super skinny. I'll post some pictures up here for you guys. And we got the puppy back to health. Well, starting about maybe 2 weeks ago, this dog, well, we brought the dog to the vet, got him up to date with his shots, made sure he was healthy, stuff like that. He looks much better now, nice and full. He eats very, very well. But last 2 weeks, he's really been messing with the birds. And even this morning, Antonio found him with a bunch of feathers in his mouth from our big white rooster, which I don't know where he's at the moment. The rooster's fine. He's probably a little shell-shocked, but he's alive and seems to be doing okay. But yeah, so we think actually what happened with the duck eggs, I'm going to show you where the duck was. She had a nest. Whoops, let me back you guys up a little bit. She had a nest right here. And she had probably about a good, 20 or something eggs. She had a ton of eggs there. And she probably literally only had maybe 7 days left to hatch out those eggs. Oh my gosh, I gotta let these goats out or she's just gonna keep on screaming. Yeah, so, all right. I don't know why you guys are still in here. He should have let you out a long time ago. What happened? What happened? He left you in. So, Hope and Oliver doing fine. I do believe that Hope is pregnant. Anyway, she should be. We only bred her one time, but that's all it usually takes. So she should be bred. And of course, Olive, she's too young to be bred, so she will not be bred. Not for another year. So next season, we'll go ahead and breed her, but not right now. And she'll be bred to Popeye. You're a mess. You're getting into everything, huh? So as you guys know, this guy here is Popeye, and this one here is Parker. And this is our calf. She's getting much bigger. She's still a brat though, you guys. She is all Zebu. This girl does not have much Jersey in her, I'm telling you. She is just she's a little turd. She is a turd. But I think we're gonna still keep her. Not sure what we're gonna do with her yet, but we'll figure it out eventually. We're definitely at least gonna keep her until she's old enough to maybe, I don't know, we can't breed her back to her dad, so if anything we'll sell her. I don't know, I'll keep you guys updated on that. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh, the ducks. So the duck had about 20 eggs or so, maybe even more, because there was a big clutch of eggs there. And the little guy, the puppy, who's not really technically a puppy, he's somewhere between, well, yes, a puppy, but not as young as we thought he was. I thought he was about maybe 12 weeks old, but come to find out he was more closer to 6 months to a year. So according to the vet, his teeth closer to a year. So he's not as young as we thought he was. But anyways, I think he actually got into the eggs, and we actually didn't find our ducks. They were missing for a day, but come to find out they were stuck somewhere. So wherever the dog or whatever it was that scared the ducks got them stuck in a spot where they couldn't get out of. So thankfully Antonio the next day went out looking, and he found the ducks and he released them. So we still have our Peking ducks, but all of the eggs were completely destroyed. And also the eggs that we tried incubating, for some reason they didn't incubate right. One of them was trying to peck out of its shell, but I think it's my fault. In the incubator, you're supposed to take out the spinner like a week before they're due to hatch, and I totally forgot to take out the spinner. So I don't know if that affected it or not, but I did take the spinner out, but I think it was a little bit too late. So unfortunately, the egg that did try to peck out, there was some sort of a body in there, but it didn't come out completely. So that's our fault. That's a lesson learned. We're still new with this whole incubating thing, so we're just trying to get used to it and adjust it and understand how it works. But accidents happen. But yeah, so I'm trying to find the big white rooster that the puppy was messing with, but I don't know where he is. He's probably out here somewhere. And look at all of our cotton. I say our cotton. It's not our cotton. This is the cotton that the farmers are growing. Last year it was peanuts. And now we just have a huge field of this beautiful white cotton balls. And it's so neat to look at, especially when you're driving in. You just see this big field of white. It's pretty neat. I don't know how I'm going to like it when they, you know, pull it all out and stuff like that. But I'm trying to see. I don't see the rooster in here. People drive by and throw their trash in here too, which is really rude. But eventually we plan on putting up a fence. We're going to connect a fence from the end of the line here, come out just a little bit, because I think the fence over here goes in a little bit too far. So we're probably just going to come out a hair and then bring it all the way down to the end. According to like Google Maps, it shows that our property line goes all the way to this dirt road here. Now I wouldn't go all the way to the dirt road. I would give them some space, but like probably like right here or so. I want to put a fence all the way down. And the reason for that is, I've mentioned before that people like to drive over our grass and use our personal driveway instead of using this road to exit. And there's some people that live behind us that are, let's just say, not our kind of people. And we don't want them knowing our business or looking into our stuff. They're just not trustworthy type people, which I hate to say that. But unfortunately, there are 2 good people back there, but there's a couple other people that are doing bad things. And I have young kids, and I definitely don't want them knowing my business. And I don't want them to be able to easily get to my kids and stuff like that. So we will eventually be fencing this off here to at least give us some more privacy. And then, you know, we'll see where we go from there. But as like I was saying, I've been working. Antonio's been steadily working too, which has been amazing. And we still have taxes that we have to pay. So we just found out in September that our taxes, don't mind all the mess. He just got this stuff from the guy that he's working from. So, you know, Antonio, he likes to leave stuff around. I have no idea what we're doing with this table, but it's here for now. So anyways, like I was saying, we found out in September that our taxes are going to be double from what they are last year. And we have until December something to pay it. So literally all the money that we've been making right now will be going to taxes. And then, you know, luckily we have 2 paychecks coming in, so that'll take care of that. But once we have the taxes taken care of, then we will go ahead and start thinking about doing a fence there. And not only is that going to help with our privacy, but I think it'll also help cut back some of that dust. Possibly, I know the dust goes up high and it's not so low, but you know, maybe with mice and stuff like that, that might come out of the field. Because speaking of mice, we have been having a major mouse issue. There has been lots of mice that we have caught that have been in here, which this is just the side entrance. Oh, you're a big old thing, aren't you? So anyways, this is our mess room, as you guys can see. But we have a bunch of totes right there that I just bought last weekend, but I didn't get a chance to finish with. But we've been cleaning this out a little bit. We put some shelving over here. This was in our shed in the back, but we decided to bring it in here to at least get it out of so much of the bad moisture, because back there in the shed, it just, everything gets moldy. So it has a better ceiling in here, and there's a wall right there, obviously. So it's more protected in here from any kind of moisture. And then I can put some more of my stuff in boxes, hopefully, in here. But the mice have been coming in, most likely, I think, from under this door here. And they've been getting in all of the boxes and stuff. This whole area over here was full of boxes, and that corner was also full of boxes. So we got a lot of this stuff out and put them in bins. Don't mind the mess right here at the moment. We're still in the process of cleaning it all up. But today I'm actually going to be working on this section over here and getting this stuff out of boxes, deciding what I'm going to keep, what I'm going to get rid of, and whatever I am going to keep that does not make it into the house is going to go in these bins right here. And then we're going to neatly stack them. I actually ordered, if you see this shelving system right here, I ordered another one. So where I'll probably put that is going to be over here, because I think it'll fit over here well. And we'll try to put some of the bins on that shelf. But as you can see, that shelf is a little narrow. So I might use the shelf to just put odds and ends stuff, but in smaller totes. Like maybe get a few more totes kind of like of this size. Not this style, but this size. And maybe put them on the shelf. And obviously we have this shelf here, but this is where we like to grow things. So I'd like to clean this up. As you can see, we have some pineapple that has some really, I don't know if you can see the roots, but it has some really great roots in there. We have another pineapple in the back there that's doing great, and then a couple of aloe. Zion really, really wanted to grow stuff this year, and he was able to grow a couple of tomato plants that actually still have tomatoes growing on it. So we did eat 2 of his tomatoes, which he was super excited about. And then we also have a mango tree that's growing and doing really well. My plum tree came back to life and is doing really well. And what else? Oh, but we decided to do a fall garden. So even though we don't have the fall garden the area set up yet, we do have, where did this come from? I don't even know where this came from. Antonio must have got this from the guy that he works with or for, because he comes home with different stuff all the time. So it looks like we have a new toaster oven. Huh, funny. I was just looking around and I'm like, I've never seen that before. Where did that come from? But anyways, we planted a bunch of seeds and starters, and we did cilantro and lettuce and broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, spinach, peas, and a few other things. I honestly can't remember, but hopefully they will germinate. I know he did some carrots too, but I recently told him, hey, you've got to keep those really saturated in order to get those seeds to germinate, and he really didn't know that. So I think there's only like 1 or 2 carrots that have germinated out of like a bunch of seeds that he put in there. But that's okay. This is all new for him. This is his venture though. This is something that he wants to do by himself. So every day he is outside watering all of his trays and stuff. And we have about, I think there's like 6 trays, 200 cells, something like that. But either way, he's planted a couple rows of all the things. So he's super excited about that. And hopefully by the time that they're big enough, we can get them in a good spot somewhere. Here's the little... This is the guy that gets himself in trouble. Are you a bad boy? You're gonna hurt the birds. You can't hurt the birds, mister. Yeah. Anyways, he's doing much better as far as his size, and you know, he eats a lot. He's not as big as I would expect him to be. He's still kind of like on the skinnier side of a dog, but he's extremely healthy, and he is a sweet boy. He's a sweet boy. He loves everybody, but I think he's bored, and he tries to play with the chickens, and then he gets a little too carried away with himself and starts plucking out their feathers. Isn't that what you did? Huh? You being a bad boy this morning, huh? Yeah. Anyways, he's a good boy. Just, I don't think he's great with chickens. But we have nowhere else to put him. He cannot come inside the house. He needs to get fixed still. So we do need to work on that, and hopefully find him a good home, because he's not going to be able to stay. So the next thing is I do need to contact whoever's going to get me the best deal on getting him neutered, and then we will find him a home, put him up on, you know, Craigslist or, you know, whatever, Facebook Marketplace. It's hard to put pets on that though, but there's plenty of places to post animals for sale. So hopefully we can get them on Craigslist, because that's where most of the sales usually come from. And we honestly don't want a lot of money for him, probably just $50, and that's it. And the vet bills cost way more than $50. So just to get him into a good home, at least if someone pays a little bit of money for him, they'll kind of appreciate it more. We don't want to just give them away for free, because sometimes when you do that, they're used for other things, and we don't want him to be like a kill dog or something like that. So, yeah. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to give you an update of what we've been doing, how we're doing. if we're still here, and we are. We're doing great. Everyone is doing really good. Actually, Alexia is working on a project for her school for the, a fall festival. She's doing a photo booth. She's making a photo booth with some friends of hers, and we just finished the photo booth backdrop yesterday. And so this week they're going to be working on decorating it. But yeah, that's it. The kids are doing great. And everybody else is doing great as well. I hope that all of you are doing amazing. I've missed seeing your comments and stuff like that. And hopefully you'll forgive me for not being on here regularly. And I will still get videos for you when or if Abby ever has her baby. So hopefully a calf is coming here soon. Hopefully the calf comes before the goat kids come, because I don't know, it feels like we've been waiting forever for any kind of calf from Abby. But we said probably November, December. So we're in November. It should be here shortly. And if she doesn't have a calf this month, then I'm almost going to think she's not pregnant. And that's just going to be odd. But we'll see. And you guys will know too. I'll keep you in the loop, I promise. And that's it. So until next time, you guys be blessed. We'll see you then. Bye, guys.